Well, I was a fat kid for pretty much my entire childhood, but recently I've been able to lose over 17 pounds. And to answer your question, it took me about 8 months to lose my first 10 pounds, and another maybe 3 or 4 months to finally get to about 15 or 17 pounds right now. But here's the thing, why didn't I edge you for the next 10 minutes about that? Why did I just tell you that immediately? Well, it's because if you've been struggling with trying to lose the fat for the last 3 months, 6 months, maybe even the last year, wanting to make progress, but not staying consistent, it's because you didn't know what I'm about to tell you in this video. And if you watch this video to the end, I promise you, I will give you the exact mindset that took me over 6 months to learn, and you can get it for just 10 minutes of your time. If you don't know me, by the way, my name's Atharv, and I just make these videos right here to help kids like younger me lose the fat, quit their addictions, get straight A's, and just get ahead as a teen. So let's get right on to the main point of this video, which is basically I need to tell you a story to really hit it home. This happened maybe at the start of 2022. I was sat there on my gaming chair as usual. It's like the middle of summer vacation, so I'm doing nothing but just waking up, playing video games, basically just having the dream life, right? And then suddenly it's almost like there's this boner that comes within me, and I'm like, oh what? Oh my god, I'm gonna lose some fat now. I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna lose some fat. I'm gonna stay shredded now. And so of course I do what I usually did. I'd go to the pantry, I'd take the Oreos and stuff, I'd put it away to the side. I would start working out. I actually stayed consistent for a few days. I started actually staying productive and doing the right habits, like exercising and drinking water and like watching all those shitty top 7 fat loss tips on YouTube. And then maybe 2 or 3 days would pass, and I look in the mirror and nothing changes. And in this moment, I remember just feeling so much like being pissed off at myself, thinking, oh my god, why isn't it working? I'm supposed to lose fat. That guy said it only takes 7 days to do this. And so, of course, I go back, I sit down on my chair, and I just start playing video games again. Because in video games, I get to see the level bar. I get to see, oh yeah, I'm going to make this much progress. Okay, I'm this much away. And so I just never actually lose any fat. And I tell you this story because if you're anything like me, you actually probably know what you need to do to lose the fat. It's not like rocket science or some shit. You just eat healthier and you exercise. And you just do that for some time. The problem is, every single time you try and work out and be productive, you always fuck yourself over because you don't see any progress fast enough. And I just want to give you a little like brotherly slap in the face and be like, bro, you're a retard. And I'm not saying this to insult you, but to say this because I was exactly like you for like 2 years, 4 years. And I'm going to give you the new mindset that actually let me lose fat, which is, bro, the time is going to pass by anyways. See, I can't promise when exactly you're going to lose the fat. I can't look through the screen and be like, oh shit, it's going to take you exactly 3 months to get shredded, and all of a sudden all the huds are going to come over to you. But I can tell you this. If you're in that sort of period of trying to lose the fat where you're just not seeing progress fast enough, I'm going to tell you this. Everybody who was successful on this journey has gone through exactly what you're going through. It's not like you're not actually going to be able to lose the fat. It just takes a little bit more time. And it's like this little period of the first few weeks of trying to lose any fat is probably the hardest part. It gets easier once you get past this level. And so I want you to just have this mindset now. Just tell yourself, okay, the time is going to pass by anyways, so I might as well just not be a fat ass and stay consistent. Hold on, I need to fix the light. Oh yeah. Now, that's the first thing that would genuinely make fat loss way easier. But the other thing that you really need to understand is just that it's supposed to be this difficult. And this period of time is supposed to be hard because that's when you're going to get the most results later. Imagine that your friend, let's say some other friend, let's say you're like 18 or 20 years old. Your friend comes up to you and he's like, bro, I'm going to start a business. It could be like some software. And so you hear about him working on it every single day. He like stops coming out as much. And after a few months, after grinding on it, he comes up to you and he's like, bro, I'm only making $1,000 a month. But that guy over there made $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month in this time. I'm doing it wrong. I'm going to quit. What would you tell him? You'd be like, bro, it's okay, because if you just keep going, just go a little bit further, and you're going to start making 5K and 10K a month. You just need to give it a little bit more time. And so another thing I want you to know now is that I know you clicked on this video because you wanted that feeling of acceptance, that feeling of, yeah, this guy knows how long it's going to take. But the truth is, nobody fucking knows. And you can spend the next 3 months, 6 months overthinking about it. Oh, it's not working. It's not happening fast enough. Or you can just chill out. Let the time pass and just let the results come as they do. Because, if it's the next point of mine, it's supposed to be this difficult. When you're going through this journey, you might have experienced this thing where you're like, oh, I don't want to do it. It's too hard. Why isn't it as easy as just playing video games? The truth is, the reason it's not as easy as playing video games is because the goal is so much more fulfilling. See, let me just give you an analogy. Imagine that when you go through a workout, like a hard workout, it's almost like you're a sword that's being like absolutely melted by this lava. You see like those like weird blacksmith videos where they're like freaking banging and like crushing that sword and like basically molding that metal together so that it's strong enough. When you're going through this period of actually doing the thing, not seeing results, feeling like nothing's happening, that is the period that shapes you like the sword into somebody who can lose the fat. You see this with like billionaires. Like imagine that, like you probably, okay, I'm yapping. Imagine that you've heard about this like billionaire. You've probably heard this like many times before where like there's this guy, this millionaire who made this company and then he makes another one. And it's almost like effortless for him. He has like 20 companies now. And all of them just seemingly out of nowhere just explode and grow and do it so effortlessly, even though most people can't even grow one company, right? Now, I'm not saying I can, but what I'm saying is the reason that businessman, the guy who makes all his businesses actually makes them work is because he already went through that process of being shaped by that first company. He's already gotten the game sense for business. He already has those mindsets instilled into him. So now when he loses the fat, or sorry, not loses the fat, now when he starts another company, he can make it grow just as easy. And so in the same way, when you're trying to go through that first period of losing fat, it's almost like you're starting out in a new video game. Imagine each time you start a video game, you're almost like a retard in like this new world. You don't know all the keybinds. You don't know all of the game sense for being good in the game. But over time, you get good enough. You go through enough rounds that all of a sudden you're like the best in the server. You know how to play and win. Right now, if you're watching this video, you don't have the game sense yet for fat loss. And that's okay because everybody starts exactly where you are. But it's through the pain. It's through that difficult shit that you don't feel like doing but do anyways. It's that process that lets you become he you can. So you don't simply lose all of it once you get shredded. So those are the two biggest points I want you to have now. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a slap in the face again. Because most people go through losing fat. And you might be guilty of this. I was for sure. Where we're like, okay, it's just like a 3-month thing. I'll lose the fat. And after like 3 months, I'll go back to where I was. It's okay. The thing is, this shit is a lifelong journey. You might have been instilled this mindset where you're like, oh shit, I need to open my laptop. Where you're like, oh bro, it's just like a quick summer cut. I just need to lose a little bit of fat and I'll be good. The problem is, if you, for example, do the good habits for a few months and then stop, you're going to return back down to here. It's like, imagine studying for exam and then basically just studying for 1 week and then stop and then basically not doing any more studying. You'd think that that kid is a retard if he does that because you're like, bro, you need to keep on honing that mindset. You need to keep on working out. You need to keep on going through the pain because that's what lets you deserve this journey, this reward of losing fat. And so you need to understand, bro, this is a lifelong journey. If you fuck it up anywhere in the middle, it's okay because you can come back. But don't go in thinking, okay, I'll just do this for a few months and then I'll be chilling. And it's through this mindset that you actually become he who can lose the fat. So now that I've gone through a lot of like the mindset and shit, and I've like roasted you for the past few minutes, I'm gonna give you something that's more like a tactical thing for losing fat that is just as important for you to know. Now that you know some of the mindset, one of the other really big things that you need to understand about losing fat now is that we're not just trying to lose weight or fat. Because just imagine right now, you probably know a lot of like skinny kids in your class. Like, you know that skinny white kid who has like, he has abs, but it doesn't even look good. He has like the bone sticking out of his shoulder. He doesn't even look that big. He's not even that athletic. You currently, if you cut all the fat down right now, you wouldn't actually look that good, because what I used to think is that, okay, if I lose the fat, underneath all of these layers of fat is like this mini athlete. And once I lose the fat, I'll look like that and I'll look good. The problem is, you're not that sort of fat where there's like muscle underneath. If you can't do a push up right now, but you're like the fat kid of the friend group, you're in this weird middle area where like you're not obese, you're not like huge, but you're also not skinny. You don't have any muscle, like lean mass that looks good. And so what you need to focus on right now, this is just a quick mention, is when you're trying to lose the fat, don't be like all of those skinny retards out there like, oh yeah, bro, just do cardio, whatever. When you're trying to lose fat, you also want to build muscle. Because when you build muscle, like look at this bicep right now. This didn't exist when I was a fat kid. And it's still not that big, but this has to look good first before losing fat also looks good. And so, just a quick mindset break. I know all of your parents are telling you shit like, oh, lifting weights stunts your growth and shit. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. So what you need to do as well while you're trying to lose fat is also look for ways to gain muscle by doing resistance training. And I'm not going to go in depth about that because that's like advanced shit later. But I just want you to understand that, okay, we're trying to lose fat and build muscle at the same time. So that is the entire mindset area of this video. And your action step for this part is I want you to put your hand up right now. And you're going to repeat these words to me right now, or else I'm going to come to your house and bang your dog, whatever. That's weird. Put your hand up right now and say to yourself, the time is going to pass by anyways. And so I might as well just put in the work. Stop obsessing about how long it's going to take and just do the fucking work. Go through the painful work, and I promise you, this journey will be so rewarding. Better than any video game you've ever played. If you want more advice just like this, I have opened up a new Discord server in the description of this video, where if you want more advice from somebody who can actually relate to you, you can just click on that link and you'll get 24/7 access to me. I'll just help you with losing fat and getting results. I'm only going to let in a handful of people, and so you want to be the first. So please just join that description, join that Discord, and you'll be a perfect fit. As always, my name's Atharv. See you soon, bro.